A couple of screencasts ago, I talked about how animation is about changing the properties of an element over time to create the illusion of movement. The thing is, you can change the properties of an element without animating it. And that's quite useful in Hype because it means that you can create single elements and use them again and again throughout your project and make them look slightly different just by changing the color or the size or even flipping it horizontal to make it face a different way. I'm just going to show you what I mean by that. So if I just click on this element, let me just straighten up my window. I'm just going to click on this element and you'll see in the timeline that element is called Gangster 2, and I'm just going to hide every other layer by holding down the Option key and clicking this eyeball. It's the same as in Photoshop, that very useful shortcut. So I've got this element Gangster 2 selected. You can see that the fill style is image. That basically means this is a box in Hype which has a background of that image. And because the image has transparent areas, they are kind of the see-through parts of the box. This element has a couple of other properties that we've manipulated. The saturation has been manipulated, and the hue of the object has been manipulated as well. And the brightness has been changed. If I reset this to defaults, you'll see this is the color of the element when it was brought into Hype. So any changes I make, all done here. This same element is used in this door scene, but I've been able to manipulate the element to appear like a shadow on the door. It animates in like this, and it gives this effect of a shadow being cast on that door. It's exactly the same element. Let me just, okay, there it is, Gangster 2. I'm going to hide, well, I won't hide the background layer, but I'll hide everything else. Oh, I will hide the background layer. Okay, and if I click on this element, you can see that there's a blur on the element of 8.4 pixels. I've taken the brightness down from 100% to 61%. The opacity has been taken down to 51%, and it's the combination of these changes that have given the effect of this being a shadow. And if I bring the background in, the shadow is being cast on the door there. So that's just a very quick tip. You don't need to use these property changes just for animation. You can change the properties of an object and keep them the same throughout the scene, just to change the look of the object.